This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPumaGaming.
What's going on, guys? This is VinylicPuma, and today I wanted to do a Fallout 4 video, except this time I wanted to do it out of character and mainly just chill out and talk about whether the upcoming DLC for Fallout 4 is going to suck or not. So let's go. Historically speaking, and we're looking at Fallout 3 here, and then we'll look at New Vegas. Fallout 3 had pretty good DLC, and most of it scored pretty well on Metacritic. For example, Broken Steel got an 81 on Metacritic, Point Lookout got a 79, and The Pit, which actually is my least favorite of all five, got a 78. And then really the two stragglers, which were Operation Anchorage, which is actually one of my favorites, and Mothership Zeta, got a 67 and 70 respectively. So again, to recap, Broken Steel got an 81, Point Lookout got a 79, The Pit got a 78, and then Anchorage and Zeta got a 60 and 70 respectively. And all of the Metascores that I just mentioned are for the PC version of Fallout 3. There are some variations. For example, Mothership Zeta got a 65 on the 360 version. So on the other hand, though, most of the DLC for New Vegas got panned by critics, and in my opinion was a lot weaker than the DLC for Fallout 3, except for Old World Blues, which was fantastic, and the reviewers seem to agree with me, and they say that, and they've got the Metascore at 82 on the PC version for Metacritic. After that, it's Dead Money, then Honest Hearts, which I thought Honest Hearts sucked. So again, Dead Money got a 70, Honest Hearts got a 67, and Lonesome Road, which is the only one that I haven't played, got a 57. And again, those are Metascores for the PC version, and I'll be providing links to all of these in the description so you can check them out for yourself. Now, so I guess what I'd like to do now is kind of give my thoughts on all of these DLCs and then really talk about whether the Fallout 4 DLC will be any good or not. Honestly, I think the Metacritic scores for the most part are fairly accurate. Old World Blues from New Vegas was awesome, and I actually really liked Point Lookout from Fallout 3. Now, The Pit and Broken Steel weren't my favorites, but I suppose reviewers liked them, and there's a chance that if you're watching this video, maybe you did like The Pit and Broken Steel. They just weren't my thing. At the same time, though, I actually really liked Operation Anchorage, which gave you access to the power armor earlier than if you played Fallout 3's main quest, and gave you the best power arm in the game, which essentially had like infinite durability, or what was essentially infinite durability. Now, Mothership Zeta had a really interesting concept of being abducted by aliens, even though the execution of it was kind of lackluster and left something to be desired. And honestly, I thought it was kind of tedious to me because you had to go through and you had to get like the spacesuit. What was kind of cool is that you did get to go out on the mothership and walk across it, and that was pretty interesting. At the same time, though, even though Dead Money didn't get as good of a score as, say, Old World Blues, I thought one of the cool things from Dead Money is that when you have to kill those enemies at the very beginning, you have to like dismember or decapitate them to actually kill them, sort of like you do in Dead Space. And I thought that was really interesting. By the way, the gameplay that you're watching now is from the Dead Money DLC for Fallout New Vegas. Now, as for Fallout 4, I think really if they get DLC like Operation Anchorage or Mothership Zeta from Fallout 3, and then maybe even Honest Hearts from New Vegas, the concept behind those was really good, even though the execution was weak. So maybe if we got a better execution, better quality or something, that would probably be a lot better in Fallout 4. And then, of course, really all I think they'd have to do with Fallout 4 is if they made some more campy-themed DLCs, like Old World Blues from New Vegas, which was awesome. I mean, it was essentially like 50s sci-fi movies with evil masterminds. Or you had Point Lookout from Fallout 3, which reminded me personally a lot of like a kind of this weird zombie apocalypse craziness, even though I guess they were mind-controlled or something. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. something that might be really cool for them to do in a Fallout 4 DLC would be to like spoof popular game franchises. Maybe they could spoof Call of Duty. Actually, one that would be really interesting would be Assassin's Creed, because that seems like that would be really hard to do, where Call of Duty, it's essentially, Fallout 4 is essentially a FPS in the first place. I mean, maybe if they tried to make it like a third-person stealth assassination game, that would be cool. Or maybe they borrowed some things from Watch Dogs. Maybe there's like remote hacking and you can like fuck with terminals and essentially like make bases and enemy settlements like get destroyed. Anyway, that would be pretty cool. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap up this video. If you did like this video, please be sure to leave a like and let me know what kind of DLC you want to see in Fallout 4 and what you think what we might end up seeing. So again, as always, take care and I'll see you all next time.